Okay, example 7, write as a single fraction. So this is kind of going actually from the GCSE course as well. Now, if you want to write something as a single fraction, you've got to have a common denominator, like with adding normal fractions. And here you can see that is not the case. You've got 4t, 5t, and 2t. Now, what's the lowest number that 4, 5, and 2 both go into? If you're really unsure here, you can write out your times table, but it's going to be 20, isn't it? 4 goes into 20, 5 goes into 20, and 2 goes to 20, and it's the smallest number that works it. So you've got to now really think, well, 40 to get to 20, we can times this one by 5, so times that by 5, and do the same thing on the top. We're going to have equivalent fractions going on. We can do with the second fraction, times it by 4. 5t times by 4 gives you 20t, times the top also by 4. And with the 2t, times that by 10 to get 20t, times the top also by 10. And I'm going to write out in full what's really going on here. So if we consider the first fraction x over 4t and timesing top and bottom by 5, that's going to go to 5x over 20t, which is good. The second fraction, okay, and we're taking it away, is going to go to 2y times by 4 is 8y. 5t times by 4 gives you 20t, which is really useful. And we've got plus on the end. Z times by 10, which is 10z, and 2t times by 10, which is 20t. Now, because here you've got the same denominator, you can just write it all over 20t. It means the same thing. For example, if you have this, I always think if you get confused why, look at a simple example. If you have 1 over 7, add 3/7, well, we know, of course, that's equal to 4/7. Yet you've got 7 equal parts here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've got 1/7, add 3 more, 4/7. So you can write it as the numerator over the bottom number. The same thing, okay, over here. So this, I can write it now as 5x minus 8y plus 10z over 20t. Now, can I simplify this any further? Well, I can't, because if I look at the numerator, you've got different variables. You've got x, you've got y, and you've got z. These are all different, so you can't do anything there. And the denominator is now on its own, 20t. So I've simplified it, and I've written it as a single fraction. There's only one fraction here. This is one fraction, as opposed to 3 separate fractions. Okay, so this is my answer. And that is it for the examples on simplifying expressions. Now, what I would do is, because I won't go through these in class or after school, really practice exercise 1b. Again, this is recapping a lot from GCSE, but these are like core skills that you need to have drilled in. So when you go into the exam, you shouldn't be thinking about this kind of thing. You should just know, right, on this question, I need to get the same denominator. It's just like there to ready to go. Because on the harder questions, these are the skills you need to have to answer them. Yeah? Good stuff. Thank you for watching.